This crouch walking is hell on my back, boss. Boss, you really think that's a good idea? Whoa, boss!
How are you holding up? Sure. Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living. You take care now.
How you doing?
Is it time? I'm ready when you are. What is it? Fine by me. Yeah. Fine by me.
In addition, the death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong. Yes, baby, baby. Cry
heavenly star-spangled night. We'll find out, sure as we live.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. Here are our top stories. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overseeing the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Moving on. The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations. NCR officials are asking for donations. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong. This next song helped me through a very difficult time in my life, and I hope one day it can do the same for you.
Town of the stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke about him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rose. He's an outlaw and running kangaroos from his slip, and he's a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, Lord, used his 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 194. Now the stranger started talking to his place he was in Arizona ranger when he beat the town. He gave years outside of baby death, and he stayed in the matter that he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story. Didn't work. Forward day. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a stop. Only the ranger with the iron on his hip, on his hip. The morning was time to leave. It was as they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today. Texas red and knotted leather for a bullet barely ripped. And the Ranger's aim was deadly with the iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his head. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his head.
I'd gladly fight.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Please, I'm trying to get home, but they won't let me through the gate. I hired a courier to take my paperwork in ahead of me, and I'm pretty sure I got scammed. DRC paperwork always takes a while, but it's been weeks, and I haven't heard anything. What's worse, I heard rumors that some troopers are looking for someone by my name. I bet the bastard took my identity. Who knows what he's been getting up to? Department of Roads and Commerce. Have you never been down the 15 or something? They process all travelers coming from the Mojave and act as more of a roadblock than anything. Hell, they have 10 checkpoints from here to the hub. You have to get through all of them if you want to make it out of the desert. It can take a week for them to get to you, and another to approve your paperwork. Hence why I hired someone to do it for me. Shoot. I hope you'll reconsider. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
Hey. Morning.
Been doing a lot of good work out there, setting an example for the others. I know Ranger Jackson appreciates it. All right then, just sign here, here, and here. Dismissed.
Hey again, did you reconsider my offer? Shoot. I hired a courier to take my paperwork in ahead of me. DRC paperwork always takes a while, but what's worse, I heard rumors that some troopers are looking for someone by my name. Who knows what he's been getting up to? Good for you, I guess. Hopefully you're an honest one.
They say those robots on the strip are
You
running
tell
around
me
with
if you ever
different
find someone who
businesses.
is.
Don't
All
ask,
right?
'cause I don't know.
The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen
It's
them
no
before.
good. I've tried. I don't have the proper papers, and they don't have the authority to give me new ones here without any identification. The mountain pass ahead is crawling with
Won't go
troopers.
quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Well, I'm pretty sure my identity has been stolen, so I need you to clear my name firstly. I don't want to walk into Baker and get arrested, or worse, because an Elias Turner scammed someone else in town. Oh, it's a cool town. It used to be a pit stop, but it's been growing fast. There's some shadier characters near the highway, but the place has good bones. I'd recommend checking out the Euro place, and they have this huge thermometer that lights up when it gets hot out. Stay away from the gift shop, though. That place hikes the prices up for tourists.
Hey there.
I need a special pass to get home. This part might be a little trickier, but I promise I'll make it worthwhile. Turners always pay our debts. You could try the DRC, but if they turn you away, you might need special approval. Last time something like this happened, I was able to clear it up with one of the officers at Fort Weston. I heard they all got replaced, and there's a new colonel in charge over there. I can't speak to his demeanor.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope.
Not exactly. I got in trouble once for walking right by a toll booth and not paying for the required passes. The toll booth guard was asleep, and I was scared to wake him up. A whole big misunderstanding. It's ironic. I greased a few palms and ended up getting through for less than the toll price itself. Maybe those officers got replaced for letting their palms get a little too greasy. I don't have much on me, but I can get you more cash once I get into town. How's 250 caps when you deliver, and 500 more when I get into Bakersound? You drive a hard bargain, my friend. All right, 1,000 caps, not one more. He'll need a big bag to hold that much change. Sounds great. Just follow the 15 and keep going west. It's a long walk, but the biggest danger is boredom. This should be easy money for you.
The Ranger vets
You'll
are on
know
the
you're
way from
almost
Baja.
there when you get through the mountain pass and see a toll booth up ahead, with a hitching post on your right. Then just keep heading down the hill to the DRC. You can't miss it.
Some cons got
Our guys
cornered
put
at
the
the ruins
monorail
of
back
Boulder
to work.
City, and the NCR killed them. It's like Bitter Springs all over again.
First recon's in Camp Forlorn Hope. And some Rangers in there too. And it'll be a damned impregnable fortress. You ever think about being a Ranger?
Hey there. Gotta make sure we've got something for the logbook before you go back west. Have you spoken to Major Knight yet? Every individual passing through the Long 15 must be documented for census and taxation purposes. I will ask again. Have you spoken to Major Knight? Very well. Let me take a look here. Okay, it looks like you've been logged. You can pass on through. Have a nice day.
If you're heading east, be careful. The Mojave's a whole different beast.
What do you want? I'm not in the mood to chat. I'm just here for a couple of days till I can keep heading west. The hell are you talking about? Are you a bounty hunter? Damn. Guess I gave myself away for no reason. I gotta get a hold of myself. I'll have to start from the beginning to explain it all. I'm from Ashland, up in Oregon. For years, I'd heard about the NCR, even seen some of their traders, but they were never really our problem. Then, the NCR cleared a good chunk of the I-5. I was pretty happy, because that meant no more raiders. Until the settlers came. The settlers wanted to make us NCR, real pushy about it too. Started fights, squatted in our land, and then, one day, there were more of them than us. Soon, we had an NCR treasurer, an NCR trade officer, an NCR mayor, and finally, an NCR sheriff. That sheriff was a vindictive bastard. He shut my parents' business down, let NCR mobs run rampant, and looked the other way to NCR traffickers. One day, I just couldn't take it anymore. I walked into the sheriff's office and shot him in the back of the head. NCR didn't want a trial. Thought it would get ugly, make them look bad. So, they shipped me as far from Oregon as they could. That was NCRCF. Spent a few months there doing hard labor on the railroads. We outnumbered the guards 15-1. It was a powder keg ready to blow. They didn't even have the manpower to check our cells after a while. Cook and his crew gathered up dynamite and took over. It was barely even a fight. I wasn't really interested in a revolution, though. I know I can't win that war. Not sure if I want to go home, though, either. Not much left for me there. Into Legion lands? Yeah, I heard what happened to the convicts who tried going that way. I'm not trading a noose for a slave collar. I may stick around for a while, see if I can find the place I can fit in. The NCR should help me if I claim I'm a Mojave War refugee. Thanks for the advice.
A customer who'd been to the strip told me the faces on the robots there changed from police to soldiers. Now why would that be? That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles? I hear it ain't sealed up no more.
Name's Toby. Is there some reason you're talking to me? That it is. Nah, I retired. Did my 8 years. I usually work as a caravan guard, but pickings are kind of sparse right now. Murrock, Ben McCarran. Served in the Mojave. Did a good job taking out fiends and cons from North Vegas. Beat the cons decisively in the Battle of Bitter Springs. Yeah, it was a battle. A battle between civilization and savagery. And we won. I don't want to hear any talk about how it was a massacre. Because we won. If the cons killed all of us, it would be a massacre. And I don't think people would hold the same view of who the bad guy was. The Legion are tough, no denying that. But we're tougher. No denying that either. No, I don't gamble. Waste of money. I hope when the NCR annexes that place, they'll clean up shop in Vegas. We can't gamble back home, and I think that's a good thing. People wasting their lives over a chance to get rich. Whatever happened to hard work? Ah, that's Boone, I see. Long time no see, buddy. He still crying about Coyote Tail Ridge? Or has he finally gotten over it?
I've lost all respect for you.
I recognize you. You're one of them Mojave Express couriers, right? You passed by not too long ago, I think. I can't remember if we formally met. What was your name again? That sounds right. Well, nice to meet you. Again. Well, there were raider attacks not too long ago, but they've gone quiet since the troopers showed up. There was a shootout at Baker Town Hall, too, but I'm not really sure what's happening there. And then, there was the arrival of the Colonel, a pretty impressive war hero coming to our little backwater. I only know what I heard. There were a bunch of gunshots for a couple of days, but it's over now. Town Hall's been locked up tight ever since. A lot of mercs patrolling around. Lázaro Royez. He's just wrapped up the Sierra campaign up north. I'm kind of surprised we have such a prestigious individual at the fort. Well, like I said, they came out of nowhere and hit some of the caravans. Ever since the troopers reinforced the roads, they've gone quiet. Kind of crazy, though. We haven't had raiders in this part of California for over a decade now. Any other questions? Sure. So this is the Long 15. It runs from Dayglow to Old Canada. This stretch of the interstate's pretty safe. Just don't go off into the hollow hills. The critters there are pretty tough. If you keep going west, you'll hit Fort Weston. After that, Baker. If you want to go to the hub, you'll need proof of citizenship, though, and it takes forever to get that verified. It's the local NCR Army fort. They got some better troopers from up north recently. If you're looking for a stiff drink, I'd try Huffman's Hole. Food for the road, I'd try Zayton Jerky. General supplies, the Frontier store. There's a followers clinic that will patch you up, the Hawaiian King for beds, and the community center for beds if you can't afford it. It's bark scorpion breeding season, so they're more agitated than usual. They typically don't try attacking the roads, though. Any other questions? Absolutely. Take a look. Welcome back. Have a safe trip.
Wish we were on a front that mattered. Colonel Royez would turn things around real quick.
Hey there. Need anything? Sure. Here's what I got.
Saw a caravan heading east earlier. Hope they know what they're walking into.
Another satisfied customer. Stay safe. Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
There was some kind of massacre at
You
one of
ever
the
think
ranger
about
stations.
how we're guarding
I don't know which
sand?
one.
Like dying over miles of sand.
Hey.
I've been here before. Used mostly for supplies and deployment.
Yes, I know the line's long. No, I don't care.
Still here, still miserable, still wondering why I signed up for this.
Hello.
Next person who cuts in line.
Oh, hell. I'm really very busy. What the hell do you want? The name on the desk says J. Bowers. That is, in fact, my name. Paperwork. Lots and lots of paperwork. Never ends. And if it ever comes close to ending, then that means the NCR was obliterated by a second Great War. The Department of Roads and Commerce is where the paperwork for all travelers coming in and out of the NCR is fully processed. That's why we have so much of it. That's quite the coincidence. We just received paperwork for the arrest and processing of an Elias Turner in Baker. Surely no relation, right? You're reporting a crime, you know. Your best bet would be the Baker Sheriff's Office just up the road. Or you could see if the good Colonel would release some of his troopers to help you with that. Of course, that's just the crime. If you're interested in the paperwork, head east to the other DRC office. They might have a backup of his information that we don't. No. Unless you are looking to help me with this paperwork, you are wasting my time, and that of the NCR taxpayer. Well, I don't want to spend all day doing paperwork, when I could be looking at magazines with very nice pictures of some very pretty ladies. I'd honestly prefer if you tried greasing the mayor's palms or getting the local Brahmin baron to bribe us. I'd take that bribe. Then you can try the Colonel, like I said. He sometimes grants permits for caravans with military goods. He might stretch the, definition for you. I should set up a tip jar so customers can really start showing their gratitude.
Training drills at dawn, inventory at noon, gate duty all evening. Welcome to the MP life.
It's not often we see civilians here, unless they're in cuffs. Can I do something for you? I'm Ranger Bell. I'm the closest thing you'll find to a CO in this place. This is the military police headquarters for Fort Weston. We maintain law and order, primarily within the Fort Weston perimeter, but lately we've been leaning in to help the Baker Sheriff Department too. They only have the one jail cell, so we've been watching their overflows until they can get transferred into the hub. Ah, hell. I guess I've got the time. I'm originally from up in Oregon, near Klamath, a small town called Chiloquin. Used to be a reservation before the war. I joined up with the Rangers to follow in my parents' footsteps. They joined to stamp out slavery within the Republic. They could fight like animals and disappear into the crowd like ghosts. My dad always told me one Ranger is worth 10 good soldiers. I wanted to be a part of something like that. They didn't waste time with me, sent me right into the thick of it. I've faced all kinds of slaver groups since, but I haven't crossed paths with the Legion yet. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. What's a civilian doing in MP headquarters? Rangers generally do our best work out in the field, but that isn't to say we aren't useful at home, too. I have a feeling the brass is testing integrating us into regular units. I won't be surprised if they try to give me a beret and a promotion. This unit was underperforming when I arrived last month. Now they know Ranger takedowns and are in better shape than the MPs on the front line. Huh, they should let us train the whole army. That's classified. I suppose another set of trustworthy eyes never hurts. I'm here to make sure the MPs watch that town hall. Not sure if you've heard, but there was recently a change in management over there. I'm ensuring none of that mess makes its way into Fort Weston. Kinda hard to do from a command building on the east side of the base, with no windows. Sorry, we're pretty much in the dark here. I just know something went down, and the NCR wants eyes on it, but I have orders not to act unless things escalate further. Appreciate it.
was a people person, I wouldn't be an engineer.
Haven't seen you around base before. You just passing through? Okay, name's Atwood. Nice to meet you. I'm the chief mechanic. I fix up basically everything, except the guns. Apparently, it voids the contract with the gun runners if I do that. Dayglow. Pretty nice place these days. My parents helped keep the radiation pumps fixed up, and I followed in their footsteps. Got a nice scholarship after enlisting in the Bear Force. I'll be out of here in 3 years. I'll probably try moving to the Boneyard, since that's where the jobs are these days. Oh, the vertibirds, right? They're big old flying machines. We took them from the Enclave decades ago. They were some of the remnants of the old U.S. government before the Great War, the ones that nuked everything. They apparently tried to kill the entire wasteland, too. NCR and Brotherhood fucked them up good, and they're all gone now. Yeah, I have to repair the trucks, too. It's a real pain. The sand roughs up the engines pretty good. I'm just happy I'm not the one that has to repair the ones out east. Those are the pre-war models. They're probably a goddamn nightmare. Roads are too tough, replacing the tires is a bitch, because of the raiders, you know, all the usual crap. At some point, just outsourcing all of our convoys to Brahmin caravans is cheaper than guarding and repairing our good vehicles. Sure. No. We don't have a dedicated refueling station there, and the reduced range that Maze gives us prevents us from flying over there. Exceptions can be made for important visits or Bear Force 1, which gets the best fuel we have, but most of the birds have very limited range. Look, between you and me, I don't think General Oliver and the Bear Force see eye to eye. Oliver could sign paperwork to get a couple of vertibirds to the dam tomorrow if he wanted to, but he just doesn't want to. Yep, a whole fleet of them back west. Only 25 of them are fully operational, though. Most of them are committed against the Brotherhood, and there's a couple very small fleets in Baja and the Sonora. Camp Yosemite got attacked by the Brotherhood a month ago, so we shifted them west away from the front lines. Even if they are damaged, we don't want them falling into the hands of the Brotherhood. Maze. We distill the ethanol until we've got the best possible blend, and that's our fuel. It kind of sucks because the engines were not designed for it, and the range is just abysmal no matter how much we optimize them. I don't really know where the Enclave got all that oil, but we haven't been able to find it, so we're stuck with this. Yeah.
Don't normally see many ghouls as calm as your friend, or that well armed.
This is Fort Weston. You're not a trooper. Do you have business here? I don't typically provide military travel passes to civilians. You'll need to go through the proper channels to help your friend. Try the DRC offices. There are 2 within a few miles of here. Very well. If you're looking for more work, come see me after you help your friend. We may be able to work together, if you can prove your resourcefulness. Hello again. At the fort, yes. My current commanding officer is General Courtney Marks at Murrock. Once the situation is adequately resolved, he will send troops to relieve me, and I will return to my post in the Vault City territory. The Mojave Military Authority is led by General Lee Oliver at Hoover Dam. My troops are not presently under his command, nor has he requested their use. His Rangers counterpart is Chief Josh Hanlon. An influential citizen in this town requests military assistance to deal with the reemergence of raiders in this sector. Otherwise, this is a fairly mundane sector. My troops patrol the roads but haven't reported any new raider activity since we've arrived. I assume Leland Hightower. He's one of the water merchants and has been working to build up this town. I had a meeting with him not long ago. We discussed high-priority caravans, R&R agreements, and troop allocations. Ask them. The Brotherhood recently punched a hole through our investment near Lost Hills, but they were taken out in a pitched battle along NCR Grand Route 5. It speaks to increasing desperation and indicates that the siege is working. Still, there seems to be no indication that the stalemate is going to be broken anytime this year. Not from the NCR? Or just uninformed? No, I suppose it doesn't matter. The answer is yes. A lot of reasons. None of them particularly good. The biggest one is leadership. The current Brotherhood Council of Elders is increasingly unresponsive to negotiations. Of course, neither is our... All I can say is that it's a shame that the war's been going on for so long, and I will be happy when it ends. Well, they're an extraordinarily difficult opponent. They possess an absolute superiority in technology, which has taken us decades to come close to matching. The Brotherhood also employs extensive use of bunkers, which are next to impossible to take without high casualties. Once they've been overcome, the NCR will be able to divert their resources to where else they're needed. We defeated one of their chapters in battle near Helios 1, but they have been relatively inactive in the 5 years since then. Reports indicate the leader of their breakout was Nolan McNamara, who is certainly intelligent enough to stabilize their situation. It's the junior conflict to our war with the Brotherhood in terms of resources allocated, but the reports are troubling. They indicate a ruthless, fanatical, well-trained army that is only increasing in number and boldness. We're more than holding our own in the Sonora, but the Legion looks like it's on track to take the dam. If that happens, then this place will become a combat zone. Ask them. I took an oath to its constitution. I did that because I believe the new California Republic is the single best hope for peace and stability in the wasteland. Its victory over the wasteland will symbolize an end to the apocalypse and the dawn of a new, better world. A world where its soldiers will be able to rest easy and let the people run themselves. One where there's no masters and no slaves. I truly believe that, even despite all of its flaws. That's up for you to decide. Sorry, I'm not interested in discussing politics. Decades of service, The Rangers saved my town from slavers in Baja many decades ago. I enlisted to be a part of something like that. After that, I enlisted as a trooper to help train soldiers during the Enclave War. Since then, I've seen the fall of Navarro, 3 tours against the Brotherhood, and 2 more tours in Baja. A battle in the history textbooks. After that, the NCR thought we could do anything. The spirit of Navarro symbolized something new and beautiful. It's a shame we lost it. The fall of Navarro and the defeat of the Enclave was the combined work of so many. NCR, Brotherhood, Union, Militia. I worked with the Brotherhood. They showed us their technology and we sent them recruits. There was a time in which I wore power armor into battle alongside them. Those days are so long ago. In the beginning, it was a lot more one-sided. Circle of Steel raids on our caravans and the theft of the gold reserves. Then we started getting organized. Stealth boys, armor piercers, pulse grenades, vertibirds, trucks. We pushed the Brotherhood back to their bunkers. My unit was tasked with capturing those bunkers. You need a lot of tech, top-notch training, and numbers to do so. And we had that in spades. We managed to take 2 of them, but they got wise and started blowing up their bunkers. I had no counter, and since then, no one else has either. Supposedly, a mission accomplished. El Desollador Carne has been killed. Some of the veteran rangers have been given leave to deploy to other fronts. I have my doubts, though. Still, glad they've moved our best troops away from that quagmire. Because I haven't been promoted, that's all I have to say about it. Ask them. It's one of our dominant outposts along the Long 15, and it's vital for maintaining our supply line to the Mojave. It's also the evacuation route for the NCR civilians should the Mojave be thrown into chaos. Our wars with the Brotherhood, the Legion, and Baja continue to ebb and flow. Ask them. Goodbye then.
Hey, I'm Rushing Waters. Welcome to Fort Weston. Make trouble, and I'll make you dead. If you have actual concerns, talk to Colonel Royas. He's inside. Not where I'm from. The beautiful blue rivers and green forests of Toyabe, far to the northeast of here in Nevada. It's the armor of a desert ranger. Or, well, mine is. But some of the NCR's other veteran rangers wear them too. We used to be a different tribe, but we've joined up with the Bear. There's a lot to say. A lot of history in that name. We're older than the Legion, than the NCR, even the Great War. But I'll give you the short version. Our tribe believes in combat excellence, brotherhood, and the right of people to be free from danger, want, and control. The Rangers were a great tribe, with clans in every state in the Old Southwest. If a ranger visited your town, you just knew that your luck was about to change. Our luck ran out 10 years ago. The Legion spooked the command and they fled to the Bear and signed a treaty to bring us into the NCR. I never met them. I was in Utah for all 7 years we fought them. A lot of my brothers and sisters did, though. Told me that the Legion just kept coming. I guess I can see why we signed the treaty if that was the case. Not sure, really. The way you hear the other Rangers talk, you'd think they were winning. I guess there were just too many of them. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Never seen it before, though. It's where the treaty was signed. Not right now, but not too long ago they killed El Desollador Carne in Baja. Mission accomplished, I guess. Guy's not even the top ghost. Anyways, a bunch of them just passed through here on the way to the Mojave. Go for it. Fine. It's not like this base is going to be under attack anytime soon. I came of age during the Legion War and was sent to make sure the guns kept flowing from New Canaan to the south. I managed to unite the Mormons, the tribes, the Rangers, and even some of the 80s into a great alliance. We defeated the Bone Dancers at Park City and took Wendover from the 80s. I mediated a treaty with the rest of the 80s. It was the safest Utah had ever been. Then we signed the treaty with the NCR. The Rangers were pulled west from everywhere. My understanding was the alliance collapsed without us there. A damn shame. A huge roving raider tribe that dominates the I-80. Not sure if they were named after the interstate or the other way around. I once recovered the bodies and motorcycles of a band and brought them back to their camp by myself. That was very important to them. I was named a Bubba, and they promised me that they would always view me as one of their own. The Bears got designs on conquering all that space to the north of Vegas. So they have little outreach groups to find out what problems there are going to be when they commit to that. Sometimes they send a ranger like me to help out. A deeply complicated existential question. I do not know. It's not because I'm needed here. It's certainly not because I want to be here. The actual reason is because of the Colonel's little Sierra campaign to the north. He wanted someone with a history with the 80s. So I got pulled west from my normal work in eastern Nevada to be his guide. Then the Colonel brings me in one day and says that we've been redeployed here with no warning. No. The Bear is a demanding beast. They want everything, they want it now, and they don't care who they have to hurt to get it. All that power over all that land, it's bound to go bad eventually. Yeah, and so are most of my brothers and sisters, but they need to fucking get over it. All the bitching in the world isn't going to unsign the treaty. I get they're unhappy because the Bear didn't help them for years, but this is our life now. Well, I mean, yeah, me neither. But if leadership hated them that much, they wouldn't have signed the treaty. If leadership sells out, then what can anyone do? Go for it. He's a good commander hemmed by bad leadership. The Sierra campaign was a simple, solid, well-done operation. But he is a boss that I never had to answer to before. His rangers and my rangers are different. I do feel listened to, but I don't think his bosses are listening to him. They call him Memo because they don't want to mispronounce Guillermo. He hates that nickname. If his bosses can't even get his name right, then just forget it. Did you have other questions? Go for it. Keep your wits about you.
Women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. One more story for you. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination, and especially if your Spurs go jingle.
Hey there, name's Wedge. Nice to meet you. Well, you have been doing some good stuff for us. I guess I can sell you some of the scraps. You really should be buying from our office near McCarran. Their stock is a lot better. Hello again. I'm a sales rep with the Gunrunners. Been with them for 6 or 7 years now. Before that, I was a waitress and hairstylist. Honestly, that's pretty boring stuff. I don't want to talk about that. Guns. Guns are where it's at. We are the best arms manufacturers in the whole wasteland, and it isn't a contest. We've got the parts, the schematics, and the know-how. No one knows more about guns than us. Oh yeah, it's great. I'm basically my own boss. Benefits are pretty good too. Some high-quality health insurance, a 604k, 3 weeks of paid leave, 2 months maternity and paternity leave, and dental. Mostly service rifles. They're our bread and butter. They're clean, they're reliable, good fire rate, and ever since we fixed the wood swelling issue 3 years ago, we've had no complaints. Our contract with Fort Weston includes a warranty. A Gunrunner staffer is required to be nearby at all times to fix defects in the guns, give clearance to have them replaced if they can. Generally, make sure the customer is satisfied with the product. Well, you really should be buying from our office near McCarran. Hello again. Sure.
And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Ain't so very far from wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. In other news, tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voice his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. This next song is just magical. I hope you enjoy it.
Sleep, go to sleep. Just lay down your weary head. Dream, sweetly dream. Dream about tomorrow instead. Sleep, go to sleep. Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream. Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go and take it slow? And don't you know all your lovely dreams will come true? So just close your eyes. Listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep. And let the world go by.
Huh. If he needs aid, we'll give it. But he better not hurt our patients.
Go bother someone else.
That is one battered eyebot. It's a miracle it's still functioning.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? You can't just go around taking pictures and stuff. Not without paying. What's wrong is that you're passing through without spending anything. So hand over the film or we're going to have problems. Well, okay. Don't do that again.
A merchant by the thermometer tried to sell me a genuine alien artifact. Looked like a hubcap with glitter.
You headed out into the wilds? If so, you need supplies from a wasteland survival expert like myself. Sure am. I've survived the dangerous wilds of the Boneyard. I can tell you aren't familiar with the area, but you should know by the name it's an unforgiving place. Hey, I'm just trying to make a living here. Maybe I exaggerated a little bit, but I've seen some stuff out there. Not for free, you can't. 20 caps, and I'll help you stay alive out there. You can't outrun a cazador. Your best bet is to lie on the ground. They will have trouble finding you while you're low. Hey, I'm just trying to make a living here. How about this? I'll give you a discount on my items in the shop, okay? Let's keep this between ourselves. Happy to help a fellow survivor. stay safe out there.
fellow Californians. Thank you. Thank you.
What the fuck are you, and why are you talking to me? Did the Fed send you? Federals, government, the powers that be. You're one of them, pretending to play dumb, or are you asleep and you don't know? Because I know the truth. The truth about the world, about the powers that be, about the people who really run this world. The powers, the powers, the powers. You want to know the powers? The NCR state has a state within the state. I'm talking deep state. You have your CIO, your power brokers, your Brahmin barons, your Agra barons, the followers, they're all in on it! And they're just running the NCR on behalf of their masters! Look around you. This place, it's one of their control nodes. A giant thermometer built to monitor the weather so aliens can invade easier. A damn spaceship disguised as a convenience store. It's no coincidence that people have been seeing aliens all over in the NCR. And all those wars, I mean, people actually believe that the Brotherhood of Steel still exists. They are long gone, spirited away in spaceships. The ghosts in Baja, rogue aliens defecting from their war in space. NCR has been sent to kill them. The Legion? Shit, you think the NCR didn't have a hand in that? They sent Caesar in, infiltrated the followers, wanted to make them look bad, because they're the only ones who know about their deep state plans. Then he found out, went rogue. The only reason the NCR is having this war with him is because he realized the truth, and he's leading the resistance against them. And that is why I support his goals of destroying the NCR wasteland hegemony. That was probably a fake Caesar. Why do you want to know? The Boneyard. Won't say more than that. But I will tell you, I know things. I've been taught things, and I have taught things. Lots of people understand what I'm saying. The jerky. Good, tough meat. You could survive another apocalypse with enough of them. I'm stocking up. Aliens are onto me, and they're gonna hit this place soon. Blow it up! I want to survive when that happens. Stay safe. They're always watching.
That guy was a piece of work.
Baker used to be quieter before all this war business. Now it's like a circus with more dust.
Thank you. Thank you.
Isn't that alien Kimball toy cool? Can't believe Louise got his hands on it. Hello.
Hey there, welcome to Zayton Jerky, home of galaxy-famous food and out-of-this-world deals. Here, a free sample for a first-time customer. It's certified meat from out of this world. We use the ship on top of the roof to fly out and hunt alien invaders, soak them in marinade, cook thoroughly, and then dehydrate. The end result is delicious meat that can't be found anywhere else on the planet. Ah, no, not really. You're eating Brahmin supplied solely by Staten Farms. The best of the best. Bunker Bob. He's an interesting guy. One of my best customers, but it's hard to say whether it's worth it to have him around, since he scares off most of the tourists. Honestly, would you mind? I'm not sure he really has anywhere to go. But he's been talking about finding some underground bunker and waiting out Armageddon in it. If you can get him out of my hair, I'll give you a daily supply of Zayton Jerky, and I'll even throw in some ammo on top of it. How does that sound? Oh, and try to avoid politics with him if you can. Bob thinks aliens are working with the Legion to cleanse the I-15 of the NCR. It's a whole thing. I suspect he's the reason the troops have stopped shopping here. If you get him to leave, do you think you could have a chat with the angry-looking trooper around the Hawaiian King too? I'm Luis, owner and operator of Zayton Jerky Mart, now with 3 permanent locations in New California. I've been trying to run a business to take care of my family back home. They're originally from Oregon, but we came here for better opportunities. My old man walked into California with pretty much nothing and spent every dollar he made to get me into Hub U. Yeah, as in Hub University. Not the best school in the Republic, but it did the job, and then some. 4-year degree in entrepreneurship with a mandatory 6 months learning core Republic values. They never taught me how to fill those tax forms, though. I haven't always been lucky enough to have a brick-and-mortar place like this. I'm grateful for the opportunities I've been given. I started out with a small stand right out of college and traded my way up from pea shooters to Gatling lasers at one point. I was even in talks with the Republic about a potential arms deal. Then a certain family came into the picture and pushed me out of business. My 2 security guards must have been tipped off because they were long gone before I even saw the black combat armor come around the corner. They held my family at gunpoint while their goons robbed my stand, destroying anything they couldn't carry. I was capless, and my family was traumatized. I decided to spare them for my business, at least for a while. I still send money home, but I can't risk involving them right now. I reached out to the Barons for a loan, but I was turned down. On the walk home, Baron Stanton approached me and handed me 100 NCR dollars. He told me to buy dinner for my family, and that he wanted to talk business. Not even a month later, he helped me establish this shop, and I haven't had any issues with the competition since. My weapon inventory isn't what it used to be, but the food makes most of the profit anyway. Lots of tourists in Baker. They're the most powerful energy weapons sellers in the Republic. They even used to hold their own against the NCR's army. Although those days are long gone, not much I can do as a single store owner to protect myself. Back to business then. You sure can. I'm happy to help once, but I can't give all my stock away for free. Bunker Bob over there has made me learn my lesson. Of course.
Yeah? What's that? Oh, thought I heard something. Trying to push old Bob out, are you? Can't say I didn't see this one coming. They want me back in the junkyard, back where I can't spread the truth. I ain't going! Old Bob needs somewhere to hide out. Help me prepare for what's to come. Until then, this is the best place I can be. I figure if aliens are gonna flatten this place, why not hang out where all this stuff is? See, Bob always stays a step ahead. Are you playing dumb with me? The impending alien superweapon that is going to level this entire region. I see that face you're making, but you just wait! You won't be laughing when the aliens nuke this place. They've been planning it with Caesar for years! Well, it better be a nice one. Old Bob can't just stay anywhere, and I've got to wait out what's coming. How's about a bunker? A stage for Bob to spread the truth. We could make that work. The people have kept their eyes closed for far too long. Things are looking up for Bob, eh? I may even let you ride out the apocalypse with me. You could be my personal lackey.
Hey there, honey. Did you need somewhere to stay? I'm Sylvia Crane, but you can call me Ms. Crane. I'm the owner and operator of Sylvia's Sleepers, an exclusive motel right here in downtown Baker. Oh, no, I don't think so. You should make small talk with the other shop owners while I grab up their customers. Always some sleepy tourists coming through at this time of day. Sure thing, honey. That'll be $200 or 100 caps for the night. Oh, honey, bless your heart. Do you know how much work it is to run this stand? It doesn't run itself, I'll tell you that much. I work many hours a day making sure everything is in pristine condition. Just for you, I'll give you a steep discount. How's 80 caps sound instead? That's great, hun. Your bed will be the first mattress in the trailer. No refunds, by the way. Bye-bye now.
All right.
You're the boss, boss.
Yeah. I've got your back.
Right behind you, boss.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
Can you believe that fucking guy? The Mad Roman? Who does he think he is? Agostino's, the sleazebag in the Greek restaurant. Someone should put him on a cross. See how he likes it. All the troopers are boycotting his business until he drops the Roman bullshit. I just came back from risking my life, watching my friends get torn to pieces for 6 months on the front line. Just to see dumbasses who have never seen the Legion turning them into damn cartoons. He's making a mockery of everything we've been fighting for.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder.
Sure, I guess. I'm Sergeant Banks, Joseph. I keep forgetting I'm not on duty. I'm on R&R out here after a tour in the Mojave. Yeah, since we're in a state of war, we pretty much bring our gear with us everywhere. Hard to pretend I'm on vacation with my service rifle next to my bed, but at least I'm ready to go if they need me. More than I'd like. I was at Nelson when it was overrun. I watched the Legion massacre the place. A lot of the troopers dropped their weapons and ran, so I covered their retreat and tossed mines in the gap between Nelson and Forlorn Hope. Took a few legionaries down, but we didn't do much killing that day. They gave me a medal and a few weeks of leave for that. Now I'm here. Thanks. you're right. There's a lot left to be done. I'll make those bastards pay for what they did.
A customer who'd been to the
My CO calls me crazy, but I love the heat. Can't get enough of it. I'll retire there if we can keep it locked down. I'm the first one to volunteer for day shift, but I always have to bring extra boots because when I stand in place too long, they melt. It's all right here too, but there isn't too much to look at. Not well. I think my negativity is one of those reasons the brass approved my R&R. They probably feel like I'm bringing down the others. They keep sending fresh troops to McCarran, but they can barely leave the front gate, let alone fight the Legion. All those troopers ready to reinforce the front lines, and leadership won't even let them clear a 2-mile perimeter around the Mojave headquarters? Pisses me off. It's been nice to have some peace and quiet, and this place is the closest I could get to a beach for now. I'll believe it when I see it. Lewis is honestly a good guy, but he has no backbone. We aren't going back in there until Bob is taken care of, one way or another. Later. Hey. Agostino's, the sleazebag in the Greek restaurant. Someone should put him on a cross. See how he likes it. All the troopers are boycotting his business until he drops the Roman bullshit. No way. Not enough. He needs to pay. Shit, you're right. I'm not thinking straight. If you could get him to change the restaurant back to Greek, we'll call it a day. This shit isn't a joke, though.
Stanton's the best thing that ever happened to this town.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to my restaurant. This is the Mad Roman, and I am Augustinos. A pleasure to meet you. I'm in the middle of a rebrand. It's a very expensive thing, completely redoing the signage and uniforms and everything. And I'm having some issues with the suppliers. If you're offering, I need someone to head over to the Crimson Caravan and negotiate with them. It's hard to find time to leave the shop, so if you can run over there and talk to them, I'll make it worth your while. Wonderful. Head over to the Hawaiian King Motel. You're looking for a man named Slidell. He's a good man. He's helped me in the past. I need some red paint and a few of those painting guns.
Saw another family
Welcome
headed
back.
down the 15 yesterday. Didn't look like they had a destination in mind.
Well, sort of. This Greek food passed down to me over the centuries. It used to be a country or empire, I think. But with the war going on out east, I remembered that the Roman and Greek tend to blend together in most people's eyes. So I figure, what's the harm in renaming the place? After all, I support the war effort against the Legion. Might as well make some money from it. I know that the Romans or something. They want to rebuild the Roman Empire and impose martial law on California. I'm not too sure what that entails, but it can't be good with how crucifix-happy they are. What I will say is that the skirts are very nice. They do have excellently toned legs. Real models of physique and masculinity. If nothing else, the Legion are fashionista visionaries. I can respect that at least. I sure did. My family has been in the Euro business for 4 generations. This is my foot forward in the business. I opened a Euro stand in Irwinville and saved up just enough money to come here. Yep, Stan might have bankrolled everybody else in a baker, but I'm the one true independent. Of course, the Honorable Freak Stanton publicly eating in here in front of his cameras did not hurt either. Gyros and kebabs, you won't find finer in all of New California. A single bite will send you to heaven. You take it easy. Welcome back. No way. This town needs something new, and Roma is unique. It's exciting. The people want to dine in a Roman Colosseum, not a dingy shop in the desert. Oh, this is just no fun. Nobody has a sense of humor anymore. The Republic and their prudish opinions are going to keep my business from meeting customer demands. Fine, I'll cancel the rebrand, but if this puts me out of business, you're definitely going to be hearing from my lawyer.
Hey there. Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company. What can I get you today? Slidell. The hub? Moved to Nebo back in '75 because of the crime, the taxes, and, the locals. There's less crime, but the traffic's still a bitch. But hey, it's a hub burb. What can you do? Nothing. It's just a rough city. Bosses want to build up commercial infrastructure for our products, and that means establishing a dedicated brand along the entire Long 15, all the way to Canada. So, here I am. Plus, it's pretty nice for a frontier gig. There's a pool outside, at least. What, are you trying to make my numbers look bad or something? No reason not to shop here. Unless you're heading back to the hub, in which case we have 5 or 6 major facilities there. We've got a regional branch manager out near Vegas turning some things around right now. Okay. A bunch of stuff. Take a look. Need something else? No, it's good money, especially if you're an office manager, like me. Come back soon. Need something else? A bunch of stuff. Take a look. Need something else?
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. Here.
Hey. Good. I know that shit was a stressor for a lot of the troops on the 15. Looking at a big sign mocking them. Imagine coming home from war and seeing your own nation turning your fight into a tourist trap. Here, you could have some of my extra pay. Least I could do for your help, especially since you handled it better than I would have.
What's up?
Careful with that.
What do you want? Get on with it. A single bite will send you to heaven. Yeah, goodbye.
Hey there, welcome to the Happy Greek. What can I get you? You ever have our big Horner gyro before? The meat's a little tough, but it's at least worth trying once. Our Caesar salad can't be found anywhere else. Well, at least not west of the Colorado. Might be a dangerous trip to ask for one in Arizona. Take your time.
What's up?
Hey there, welcome to the Happy Greek. What can I get you? Take your time.
All right.
You're the boss.
Yeah.
Sure, boss.
Saw another family heading down the 15 yesterday.
Saw another family
Didn't
headed
look
down
like
the
they had a
15
destination in
yesterday.
mind.
Hey there, welcome to the Happy Creek. What can I get you?
Evening.
Take a look.
Evening.
Sure,
Yeah.
boss.
Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the rep contest site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear
Saw another
near
family
one of our
headed down the
microphones.
15 yesterday. Didn't look like they had a destination in mind.
Ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true
I
form.
wish I knew more about what's going on in the Mojave. Seems like it's
Also,
important.
rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in a ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. More tracks coming your way right now.
Yeah.
Seems like it's important.
Evening.
Evening.
Saw another family heading down the 15 yesterday. Didn't look like they had a destination in mind.
Yeah. Good. Makes things simple. I've got your back. I'll follow your lead.
Right behind you, boss.
Hey. I'll believe it when I see it. You aren't going back in there until Bob is taken care of. Yeah, see you around.
Aren't talking, but the travelers are. The NCR has the whole area blocked off. If you're thinking of heading that way, think again.
all mine.
Stories, man. Stories people need to hear.
Hey, man. What's up? Yeah, I'm aware. I'm trying to work on it, but there isn't much I could do without the know-how and the signal strength. We aren't exactly technicians over here, but as far as I could tell, the biggest problem is that power station to the east isn't giving us enough juice. If you could somehow improve the output and then send over some of that power, we'd be able to broadcast all the way to Vegas, and probably back to the hub too. Damn, can you imagine that many people listening to Woozer? That'd be something special. I go by Woozer. Yeah, it's my birth name, before you ask. The hub, born and raised. Just looking for a fresh start. It's my radio station. Doesn't have much range, but it's my little contribution to the place. I'd love to see it cover an area bigger than this junkyard. It's new. New isn't always good, but new should always be heard. I have a runner who brings holotaste of this stuff from the hub scene every month or so. New performances, new songs. And if we want to build a better world, we have to embrace the new. If we keep listening to the old stuff, we'll end up just like they did. Nah, I'm talking about the government. The old US one. I used to think they had it good because there wasn't a wasteland back then. I know better now. Yeah, a lot of the homeless in Baker live here. The followers can't really keep up with it and had to kick a bunch of people out for not paying their medical bills or not having insurance. So, they came here, where all the trash is dumped, to pick through the scraps. The followers used to do inhaler exchanges here before one of them got mugged. Police sometimes have to come in for the ODs. There is a community here, even if it's a loose one. There are rules about how we treat each other. I expect the police or army to clean this place up sometime in the next year, but until then, we're here. Can't afford it. I had to leave the hub a while ago, and I came here to get myself back together. This is only the second roughest place I've slept in, though. As long as I keep playing the music, most of the people here leave me alone. First what? I misspoke. This is the roughest place I've slept in. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's not something people always like hearing about, but I try to keep an open mind. What, generally? Or the government, or the people, or what do you mean? I don't know. When I was a kid, I hated it. Hated everything about it. The cities, the government, the mutant Californians. I hated the taxes, the war, the crime, the police, just like everything. But I got a new perspective on things while I was in prison. Lockhart State Penitentiary. Most people in the hub go there. Arson. don't really want to go into more detail. What was the original question? The NCR, right? I think they remind me a lot of the past, and I can't say that's a good thing. The world isn't great, and that's been true for most of the past, so the only way to make things better is to look to the future. People in power are all the same, really, no matter where you're from. I never met Caesar, but he's probably not too different from Kimball or a police commissioner or a gangster. You want power, it means you're not satisfied with things. And that's okay, but it also means you're not satisfied with yourself. That's why we got so many wars. Folks in power can't be satisfied with where they are. The people aren't great. No one wants to hear that, but that's the truth. They live better than folks out in the wasteland, but there's so much anger all the time. And if they can't find peace with themselves, then we're in for more wars. I still don't like the NCR, but now I don't like them for different reasons. Good ones, not just blind hate. The biggest one is that everyone thinks they can get everything good about the old world without any of the bad. I don't think it'll work. Go for it. I'm sure it'll come up again. Not at all. It's my passion, though. Take it easy, brother.
Congratulations. Now sit back, listen, and try to keep your mind open. This is Woozer, and this is the sound of Baker's Underground. Hey, remember when I said that the Route 127 overpass would be finished soon? Yeah, me neither. It's still a wreck, still a mess, and still costing the NCR more money than they'll admit.
Cowboy went riding out one dark windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went on his way. When all at once the mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, plowing through the ragged skies and up the cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny, and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky. They saw the riders coming hard, and heard their mournful cries.
I can't take this smell anymore.
Don't trust the robots back in town. They steal your dreams while you sleep.
Faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, the shirts so soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught him yet. Cause they got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire as they ride on near their cries.
I can't take this smell anymore.
What the hell do you want? None of your business. If you want to have a conversation, talk to Woozer. If you want to do drugs, then it's whatever. There is no reason to speak to me. Yeah, leave me alone.
Across these endless skies. Wind's brutal today. Hope you brought water.
Another quiet shift. Let's keep it that way.
This is a restricted area. State your business. Oh, well. It's nice that you came to my lonely little outpost. Talk to Mikhail. He's inside. I was the commander of Fort Weston up until a month ago when Colonel Roya showed up. I got transferred here to make sure nothing comes through the gate to the south. Yeah. Honestly, I wish I had a combat posting. Legion are overrunning the Mojave, and I'm stuck guarding a power plant. It just sucks. If it was operational, it'd be one thing, but I'm guarding a useless installation. I want to do something, damn it. Nothing good. Feel free to enter at your own risk. That land is not patrolled or protected by the NCR. An old bomb crater blocks the road to Kelso a few miles ahead, and it's seeping with radiation. No point in clearing out whatever's up there, just to turn into ghouls in the process. If you're looking to do some hunting or find some action, that's where you'll find it. But don't expect us to come running if you get into trouble. Stay out of trouble.